This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy going to the air right away.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Purdy off the play fake.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far.
Crystal Megan, hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see everybody here. Welcome to another Sunday night football game. Hope you're all doing well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion.
It's 3rd and 4.
On 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw.
That's Samuel caught left side. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Purdy on 4th down.
Boom. Gotcha.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A solid pickup.
Says bottle of rum. Yum. Even though I never had rum. No, I take that back. I have.
So this
rum and Coke. I forgot.
And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
It's been a long, long time.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage. Understanding
but it's orange juice ever well.
If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Catch it. Oh, come on, dude.
For the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I was hoping for milk or water or something.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I know.
So here are the Bears.
YouTube is weird. But I don't care, honestly. I'm just glad that you're here and everyone else eventually will come in and say hello to me.
And it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boys, he got the full package. Loves the game.
Dean fries are done.
4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run?"
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Now Herbert to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4
You think?
from the 31.
Maybe the coach is tired.
Now it's
That's it. It's the coach.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Spending too much time watching cat videos on TikTok.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
I know that's what I did today. I also went out to eat with my family too, so.
They're lucky they did get him down.
Oops, that was a missed tackle.
What's a rip? This one is down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, take a nice step forward.
I'm live for 16 minutes, I'm already starting to yawn. Really?
They've got to figure out a big call coming up here.
Well, you can't be a N.O.R.A. stream without yawning.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I went to the store yesterday and bought me a bottle of Mountain Dew.
Here's Fields.
And for some reason, either A, I'm drinking Diet Mountain Dew, or B, it's flat.
The Chicago passing game on point. They've got another first.
Or C, the carbonation's flat.
First catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there.
I don't know, to be honest.
Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he coughed it up. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
I don't know what I'm doing.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Wonder where everyone else is at.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That's caught out right by Jennings.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Peanut butter? You like peanut butter?
A second down throw for Purdy.
I had some peanut butter cookies earlier today for a snack. Ooh, come on.
Is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my
I mean, I was going to share, but there was no one here to share it with.
Man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. This offense converted once already in this first quarter.
Peanut butter, cookies, and milk sound absolutely delicious together. It's a great combination.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. McCaffrey running up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Hello, Bob.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
How are you doing, sir?
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking
Happy
about
Monday
what the
to you.
quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I am the 49ers.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them.
Hello, Joseph. How you doing, sir?
And knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Long night at work.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there.
How's
nice
work?
Play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, nice. Don't you just love that?
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
Like,
And this turns into a nice game
where I'm at,
slide at the end.
people call off like every single day.
You can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this
I don't
game.
know. It seems like people just don't want to work anymore.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21.
But tomorrow I have the day off,
He'll lose a yard on the play,
which is kind of nice.
3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Oh, I know, Joseph.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on a second down.
Yards on first down, it really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 21, here's the second down at 6.
I don't know. I used to live, or I used to play GTA back in the PS2 days. I don't think I could do it on YouTube. It's just a little bit too much for YouTube. I try to keep it a family-friendly atmosphere around here.
So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people
but
in the
you never
area
know.
to try and take that away.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Purdy will look to throw again here.
But if you guys don't mind, hit that like button, share this out, and subscribe if you're new. Hope you're all doing well. It's good to see you all here. The more you hit that like button, the more I'll get shouted out by YouTube. Would really help out a whole lot.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they
help me get shouted out in the algorithm. Sometimes I wonder if I'm even out there sometimes.
And they get to it quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and runs support.
Well, they beat, no, that was the Packers and the Broncos the other that night.
Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Niners are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. We often give
but it's preseason.
There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack. And they can also
get in there.
This time he is
boom.
Yes.
N.O.R.A is on fire tonight, folks. I am N.O.R.A.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up
the Guardians won tonight too.
One play later, he's in the end zone.
How about those apples?
I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
About 2 hours before I went live, there were some showers and storms over the lake heading this way. I'm thinking, am I going to stream tonight? And then I realized it was heading more east, so like, okay, we're going, we're streaming.
Possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So,
on second down, here's Fields.
Yeah.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Draw play, a give to Herbert. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert now on the option.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
You've never seen it hit this house or that house and come straight for you. Is that what you think you did, Joe? Look at me, Joe. Joe, things can't go wrong. Things go wrong. You can't explain it. I'm sorry that your dad died, but that was a long time ago. You just have to look at what's in front of you, and that's me, Joe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry.
Yep. We got cows.
On the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. That's complete right side to Komet. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Such a tough position to defend in the line. Even
Jonas, son of a.
The big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down.
I can go on and go on with that movie.
Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Food. Oh yeah. Food.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Jonah.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You know,
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching you do it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. clock's going to run out on him. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. This off in time. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Okay.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Near his goal line, here's Purdy.
There we go. First down.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm here. I'm just was sidetracked, okay?
Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I'm awake, Joseph.
A lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lane.
I was sidetracked with something. There, you happy?
It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And off right side for Herbert. He'll get a
No.
nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's
I'm a moderator in one of my railroad pages that I follow on Facebook. So I was moderating real quick.
On second down, here's the option.
Fortunately, you got to do that stuff.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 22-yard scamper. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Which reminds me, I appreciate all my moderators here tonight. You guys are awesome. Everybody in blue is a moderator. Appreciate y'all for being here, keeping the chat friendly, and keeping me online. You guys are awesome.
Santos on to try the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Our house in the middle of the zoo. Our house.
Have the first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That's a sack.
And he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Yannick Ngakoue.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
There we go. First down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback.
Run the ball.
Passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half.
This is kind of risky, folks.
And here we go again.
Catch it. There we go. Come on. Alright, fine. Do that way. That's a rip.
And the Bears are going to get the football back.
How come, Joseph?
Great field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them.
I know you had to work.
Outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But
so next Sunday is Baltimore and the Steelers.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 3.
Busy day.
A handoff for Herbert. And he gets it down to the 32.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Herbert.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option left is Fields.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Herbert.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Working 10 to 6:30 tomorrow. Nice.
Herbert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
D'Onta Foreman punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
Wow.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
It's a long week.
And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman.
All right, so we're tied.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Time to do work, chat. Time to do work.
From deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the
Nice tackle.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says,
run the ball.
Be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw.
One timeout left.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
3rd and 1.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us
2-minute
to
warning.
the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
First down.
It's big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Purdy.
Oh, that wasn't my fault.
Incomplete.
I don't know what that was, but that was my fault. I pushed the wrong button. Whoops.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Purdy looking to throw.
Boom, catch it.
He's got his man, Jennings.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Boom. Get in there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Nice catch.
Over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
Oh.
Oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
Why do? Catch the ball. Let's go.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Nice touchdown. Would you look at that, Jack?
A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead.
Wasn't pretty, but we got in there.
What a great way
Boom.
to half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now
No, the pylon over.
Special teams
We're
defense
in there.
Preserve this for the final moments of this
Yeah.
Purdy and the Niner
Go for
offense,
2.
They'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
Get in there. Get in there.
He'll try to run it in.
There we go.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert once more. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that flag accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
second down, McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. This is Herbert. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
I really hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Feel free to say hello. Don't be shy. Good to see you all here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Fields trying to throw for it.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Where are you throwing, dude?
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Mooney, the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Fields.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Purdy.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Herbert. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and 2, Fields. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
Fields on 1st down. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, it's Fields. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the option right is Fields. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. He's got Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Foreman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Santos now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. It's good to see you all here.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe
we're just chilling, playing some Madden tonight. Appreciate y'all for tuning in on a Sunday night.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Nice.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to
would have been a
convert
nice
the
catch.
first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete to McCaffrey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's only 4th and 1.
This one now in their own
We have to go for
territory.
it. We have to go for it.
They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with McCaffrey.
He got it.
He will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
Pass interference. Nice. Nice.
That might be PI.
Bingo.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
An extra point try now for Moody. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Now Herbert.
Able to slither by. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
They've got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Purdy with a throw that's caught by Samuel.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Back to throw, Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They run it on first with Foreman. Powerful running. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Out of the gun, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now motion left with Mooney. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Fields. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's an aggressive shot to take. They definitely need a touchdown, but now you paint yourself into a corner because it's 4th down. And if you don't get a conversion here, that could be the end of the comeback.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
Well, I tried to get the first down. That failed. Oh, come on, D. Let's go. Don't let them score. We got 2 timeouts remaining. Nice pass. Let the clock wind down. Why not? Let's go. Come on. We can do it. 2nd and 10. Let's go. Come on, D.
All eyes on Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice, dude. Go ahead. Do that again. Nice pass, Justin. Okay, 22 seconds remaining. Can't believe I did that. There we go. Boom. Game. All game. Good night. All right, well, that was fun.
Comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Alright, folks, I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. That was a fun stream. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button, share this out, and subscribe. I will be live I will be live again tomorrow night. I just posted this week's schedule, so go ahead and check out the community tab. So, y'all have a good night. Much love to you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Wash your hands, drink your soap. Let's be kind to one another. Let's show some love, show some respect, and so much more. We're only on this earth for only one, so let's show some kindness and show some respect to everybody, making everybody more happy to a place to be. So you guys have a good night. Much love to you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks, Camp Chris. Oh, thanks, Ron. Good to see you. You have a good night as well, Ron. Good seeing you. Alright, everyone. Take care. Much love.